Hello guys, hope you are all are doing well. So today I will be launching the new algorithm series or algorithm playlist named Algorithms 101. So today is the introduction video. So first of all, let me tell you, don't expect this algorithm series to be something like I will be explaining all the theory concepts and I will be digging deep into like all the theory parts. So this is more of a practical take on algorithms, the only things which you need to learn to solve exact real life problems or interview questions. So this much I will be teaching you. So think of it as like you know already algorithms, the basics of it, but you don't know how to implement them. So after learning the basic algorithms, then if you watch these videos, then you will be understanding that how to actually use this algorithm over here, use that over there. So that is my main motto for making this playlist. So if you want to learn in-depth algorithm, I will be leaving some links in the description below. You can follow them to learn the basic theory concepts, but after watching them you can come to this video and you can learn how to implement them and why exactly we use some algorithm in some problems. So this is the basic introduction. So in this video I will be starting off the series with some introductory definitions and some terminologies. So let's get to the whiteboard and let's get started. So starting it off, first let me tell you what exactly algorithm means or what is the definition of algorithm. So it is written over here. So what is algorithm? Algorithm is step-by-step representation of a computer program. So which means what? You are given with a problem and you have to solve it. So you come up with a solution which solves the problem step by step. So this process of solving the problem step by step is called an algorithm. So now we have to know what makes an algorithm an algorithm. So for being an algorithm, the algorithm must terminate in a finite amount of time. So what does this exactly means? If the input is finite and after it goes through an algorithm, it will halt and should return a definite answer. So it can be any algorithm. You can think of like adding two numbers. So it obviously has some algorithm. So there is finite number of input like two numbers and finite number of output, which is one. I mean one number of output, which will be the sum of two numbers. So it could be called as an algorithm because it's finite number of computations. So now let me tell you that how many types of algorithms are there. There are basically two types of algorithm. One is called deterministic, another is non-deterministic. So let's go through each of them one by one. So first of all, what is deterministic algorithm? So deterministic algorithm is such where each step of algorithm must have unique solution. So what does this exactly mean? So let me give you an example to explain this. So first of all, check out this diagram. This shows what? This is the initial stage of the problem where it has the next stage and it has only one solution, and that is unique solution. So if I give you an example, you will understand it better which sort of algorithms are called deterministic algorithms. So let me just tell you that this example over here we are looping through an array and checking if any element in the array is equals to k. So this will do n number of comparisons, like it will go from 0 to n minus 1, and we will check each element with k if it's equal to k or not, if it's equal to k or not. After, if any of the elements is equal to k, then I will return. If none of the elements are equal to k, then the loop will complete and -1 will be returned. So which means what? Each step has only one comparison, either the current element is equal to k or not. So which means what? A unique solution, either it could be true or false, which means what? Either it could be equal to k or not. So that's why it is a deterministic solution. Here n comparisons, and after n steps the program terminates. So these sort of algorithms are called deterministic algorithms. So now coming to non-deterministic algorithms. What is non-deterministic algorithm? In non-deterministic algorithm, in each step algorithm can have finite number of solutions and algorithm should choose the correct solution at first attempt. So what does this exactly mean? So let's suppose this is the initial stage of the algorithm, and after that it has n number of steps. So n number of choices it has, which is obviously finite number of choices, but it has to choose one of these n possible choices, and that too at one go, and that should be the final and correct answer. So like if q0 is there and it has so many options, option 1, option 2, option 3, let's suppose. So it has to choose any of these options and output it as output, and it has to choose, it has only one chance to choose the option, and in one go it has to be right answer. So this sort of algorithm is called non-deterministic. So let me also give you an example. In the previous example, what we have seen, we are going through the whole array and checking if any of the element is equal to k or not. So in this example, what we are doing is we are not looping through each element. We are choosing any of the index between 1 to n. So it could be any index, like it could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, any of the indexes. So we are only checking it only once, that the randomly chosen index, using this magical method, let's suppose, if we find the element at that index which is equal to x or not. So let's suppose from 1 to n we choose one index which is 3. We have to check if x is equal to a of 3 or not. It could have been equal, it could not have been equal also. So we cannot surely say that the output will be there. So only one comparison, but we cannot say or we cannot guarantee that we will get the exact right answer in one go. If we, let's suppose, have x is equal to 5 and at index a of 3 there is 2, so it is not a right answer, right? In the first attempt it is not right, so after second attempt there is no possibility that it could be right, or it could not have been right. So there is no guarantee for non-deterministic algorithms. So that's why not possible to implement in computer program. This sort of algorithms cannot be implemented in computer programming. So some important pointers to note down here, that in theory, in theoretical concepts, non-deterministic algorithms are faster than deterministic. So why exactly is that? Like as we have seen in terms of deterministic algorithms, we are doing n comparisons. After doing n comparisons, we can definitely say we have a finite answer and a correct answer. Either any of the element could have been equal to k or it could not have been equal to k. So we know exactly that there is possibility of any of the elements being equal to k or not being equal to k. So this is finite and exactly correct answer after n comparisons. But here only one comparison is there, but we cannot guarantee that answer which we are getting after one go is correct or not. So theoretically it is one comparison and it is n comparison, it is faster, but in real life we use deterministic algorithms. So then deterministic algorithms can be solved in polynomial execution time. So which means what? In basic simple words, I will be explaining what is polynomial, what is execution time in the later videos. But in simple words now, deterministic algorithms can be coded, but the non-deterministic algorithm cannot be solved in computer program. So let me just show you that how this non-deterministic algorithm cycle goes through. Like here in this diagram we can see there is a finite input and here it is an undecidable problem, which is like this function, that this if condition, that it could be equal to x or it could not be equal to x, we don't know, which is undecidable. So it is undecidable problem. So if it turns out to be true, then the program will halt and give the answer in finite time, and if it does not halt, it may also run into an infinite loop, like may not halt. It will go through and check again and again. There is no actual guarantee that we will get the desired answer in finite time. So this sort of algorithm is called deterministic, non-deterministic algorithm. So these are the some basic terminologies you should know before starting with the whole algorithm 101 series. So this is for today's video. Hope you like it. So keep following the playlist for more content. Thank you for watching.